So as we get started, we're going to be talking about how our data tells a story. It's so important for us to know our customers. The job and the responsibility is on us to be experts on our customers. And truly, as small businesses, that's our superpower. If you think about it, we actually know our customers' names. We know their likes and their dislikes compared to a larger company, which may still have to come up with a committee to do that, and maybe now a survey to even understand or to pull a database to know who truly are the people who they are best serving and who love their product, service, or solution. For you, you have that at arm's length. But as they come to your site and as they come from different digital platforms like TikTok, or they came from X, or they've come from Instagram, it's important for you to know how each of them spends time on your site and what they need. For example, and what's important for them, what really helps them in their buying and decision making. For example, if you think about it, imagine that we had a real physical store, okay? So we had a real store. Wouldn't we want to know if people all morning long came into aisle one, excuse me, aisle three, aisle one and three all morning long, and they didn't buy anything? They just browsed around. Then all of a sudden in the afternoon, they went to aisle one, aisle four, aisle three, and then they purchased. Now we would have some questions. Is it people in the afternoon that are more likely our customer? Or is there something on aisle three that deters them and makes them question, or aisle one? Or is there something on aisle four that encourages them, or maybe at least makes them think? Is it merchandising? Is it placement? Is it truly the information that we're providing? What is it? Or again, is it the people who came in the afternoon? Well, the same thing with your website. For example, let's say all morning long they came into your homepage, page three, and then they left. Homepage, page three, and now they left. Wouldn't you want to know a little bit more about who those people are in the afternoon and try to target and make sure you're bringing them in? And what if all those people in the afternoon came from your email newsletter and they were people who signed up from Facebook? So now, or from Instagram. So now you have a little bit more insight into their behavior online other than just knowing some basic demographics. So let's talk about Eva and Ricky. Eva and Ricky are store owners, and they actually have a physical store. So they know what it's like when people come to purchase in their actual physical store. And because they love the face-to-face experience and they want to grow and expand, they are thinking that it might be time to be able to go to the next level by going online. Now, they don't understand exactly what is going to go on online, and they want to understand it better, which is why they attached Google Analytics to their website. The reason you put Google Analytics on your website is the ability for you to be able to measure what people are doing actually on your site, where they came from, where they go to when they look for social cred. Did they go to TikTok? Did they read your Google reviews? Did they go to Facebook? Or also what they're doing when they are online. Where do they go to next? Do they need to go to your competitors and do a price comparison? What competitors are they going to? But before we even delve into that, the most important thing that we need to do next, and before we actually dive into looking at different things, because analytics can be overwhelming, and there's a lot of things in analytics that are neat to know, but not need. So I said neat, N-E-A-T, and then there are things we need to know, N-E-D. And I know you're trying to balance everything in your position, your butcher, baker, candlestick maker, and running your business. And it's really hard now to be the chief analyst, and you can get in there and get lost and overwhelmed with all the data. So think about first what you're going to look for, and that means going back to your goals and testing those goals. Having these business goals help them. In Eva Ricky's case, our case study here, they actually were looking to increase 10% from three specific cities. They weren't looking for the whole world. They weren't even looking for all of the United States or a state. They were looking for three specific cities, and they were going to test city themed designs. So they were looking at Chicago is what I see here. Probably, I'm not sure where in the East Coast. Some of you may be better in knowing where the East Coast that is exactly at, because I just don't, I'm not sure, not familiar. And then also where they're going to focus their social media, and they're going to monitor all of this in their Google Analytics.